Hello everybody. Welcome to my replay. I'm gonna give a few minutes for everybody to take time from their busy lives to come hang out with me. Hello, hello. Ooh, kind of crooked. Hi, everybody. There we go. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Amanda. How you guys doing tonight? How are you? There we go. It's crazy. Like, my laptop is on point right now. Crazy. How are you guys doing? Tonight is like my Saturday night. My first day off. So, oh, it's on here. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look or not. There we go. But I posted a flash sale in my VIP group, the Chalkology VIP group. So, if you're not in that group, please comment VIP on here and I will make sure that I get you added. I have a lot of things in my flash sale today, more than I have ever done before in today's flash sale. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. And it's taken me pretty much all day to figure out what we're going to do tonight. I have no idea. I've been so crazy for the last week that I have not been able to think about chalking. So what are we going to do? Now, today during my flash sale, Christine Hasty, I don't know if she's watching because it's her birthday today, but she mentioned that she asked a question about chalking on wood, and I thought we would do a project on wood tonight. Yeah? So, that's what we're going to do. Yeah? And then, that's not the hard part, isn't, okay, what are we going to chalk on wood, right? So, there was a transfer that I wanted to chalk, and I couldn't find a piece of it. I just saw it, and it's because I had the boys chalking it, so maybe I'll save that for another time. But, and then I thought, because something I've always wanted to make is this transfer here. It says, I just want to chalk pretty things, but then I felt really bad because even though I love this, you guys probably don't want to see me chalk this because you cannot buy it. This is something that Couture gave to designers as a gift. When the new catalog was coming out. So I feel bad chalking something that you cannot have. So I want to know, first of all, how many of you, if you're watching, are you new and have you never tried Chalk Couture before? If you are brand new, please just put a #1 comment there so I can see who is here. Then I can give you some information and chat with you. Hi, Ashley. Yeah. I know I have some of my girls that have been watching and have tried this before. So if you have not, then just put a 1. If you're watching the replay, please just comment replay so I can see where or what time rather people pop in. I have this weird thing going on with my head right now. I don't even know what's going on. So let me see. Okay, so what I decided that we are going to chalk today is, have you ever seen the last chance section on the chalk site? So my website is right there, chalkouture.com/Michele Postal, and there is a tab under shopping that says last chance, and they have an amazing selection of transfers. Some of them are from last fall. They're just ones that they have some left, and they're just saying, hey, once these are done, we're not going to offer it anymore. So it's last chance, buy it, or it may never be available again. So that's why it's last chance. So I picked one from the last chance so you guys can see. It's one of my favorites. I have a small, oh, it's on my table over there. Let me go get it. Hold on. Let me get my... I don't think I even did this one live. I think I did it playing around because this was one of my first little Couture projects when I was trying to figure out what this was all about. So, and it was, do not give up. I almost put this in my flash sale today, but I did not. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to chalk it tonight. Here we go. See this? Do not give up. We're doing tonight. And the surface we're going to put this on is our wooden palette board. It's really cute. It's double-sided. You could chalk on this side or you can chalk on this side. I did wax this. Hold on a second again. I had these available at a vendor event and I pre-waxed it. So what this is a 9x12 palette sign, and it says on the back, it says for use as a surface for Chalkology paste or Chalkology ink. So you can ink on here if you want to. Whitewashed wood, wax if using with paste, and one-time use. So it's not like the chalkboard where we can take our little board eraser and wash it off. This is what you chalk on it is what you get. Okay, that's why it's good to practice on the chalk surfaces. Okay, so let's see here, guys. I'm gonna share my table. So what do you guys think? You would help me design some donuts? I offered a bundle. I don't know what day it was because I think I did it at the butt crack of dawn. But I did offer a bundle with these. I think it was this transfer for $10. And Terry Woodridge, I think you are the one that claimed one. So congratulations. You're going to love it. Okay. Here we go. So we'll take that off for now. Play with my little video here. So I have my palette here. And then we have our donut. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And this is what you're going to do when you have a new transfer. Okay, you're going to open it up. Now, of course, my laptop is lagging. Oh, I can't even see who's here or what, so that's okay. Sometimes it gives me comments before Switcher Studio does, but right now it's just on complete pause. That's okay. So, read my mind and comment what you want before before I ask. So this has different cut lines on here. This also has registration marks. So we have a couple different options here. If I was chalking on a chalkboard, you could chalk those registration marks and then line up the triangles so you know where it goes on each piece. So we could put the frosting on the donut, we could put the sprinkles on the donut, or the swirls on the frosting. Because we are using wood, we could, if we wanted, we could use our washi tape, our placement tape washi tape, and we could put the tape over the wood. That way we're chalking our registration marks on the washi tape, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and cut this. And then I'm going to take a Sharpie and write on the back just for cleanup purposes. And you can see on my example, I split the words up. I put the do not and the give up on two separate. I didn't cut it. I just chalked half and then chalked half. But since we have a bigger board here, we could put it on there. And I had some true frustrations at work this week, so I think this is going to be good for me to do this one. Pink with sprinkles and shades of pink. Hot mess for words. Courtney, it's like you don't even know me with all this pink. But I do love pink on donuts, so we can still be friends. There we have those. And I think with the size of this board, we can actually do 1, 2, 3. I want to just pile on the donuts. I want so many donuts that we're going to gain weight making these donuts, okay? That's what I would like. What do you think about that? Who wants to gain weight with me tonight, huh? No thanks. I'll stick with my fruit. So we do have a lot of shades of pink, but I wanted to say we need to figure out our donut base. So we could have a strawberry donut, and I am just looking at all of these colors over here. So let's see. We do have fawn. I just got an order in the other day, and I think a new fawn is there because our fawn is running a little low. But that would be a good base for a donut, like a glazed donut. We also have bark if we want to have a chocolate donut, right? And we have a couple different pinks here for a strawberry donut. So we can do like a light strawberry donut. And we can do some different color frosting on it. Blue donut. I guess I've never seen a blue donut. I don't know. Vanilla. So we have light pink. We can do a light pink donut. What other shades of donut? We could mix, what other? I feel like there should be more colors for bases of donuts. We can always mix and do some fresh linen is what I'm looking for, but it kind of looks like a donut that should be thrown out. Yes, fawn. Let me see if I have a new fawn, just in case we get into trouble with how much is in there. I got 3 colors in my last order to restock because a lot of these, and I have some parties coming up. I do have a Hobby Lobby workshop coming up on Friday. I have a lot of people interested, but not really anybody is wanting to reserve their seat. So if you have been thinking about it, let me know. I'd hate to cancel it and you really wanted to come. I've never canceled out on Hobby Lobby before, but maybe I picked a bad day. Like I said, there's plenty of interest. So let's see. I have a new green envy. We have a new fawn. And I have a new peacock to replace my, I'm going to just put it over here in case I need it, to replace the one that had mold in it. Yeah. Okay. Fawn donut with strawberry icing and sprinkles. I love it. I love it. And we have a lot of pinks that we can do frosting and sprinkles. So let us go ahead. We only have one donut base. So if we're going to do different shades of donut, I will have to wash it in between. So I'm wondering if instead of doing different flavors of donuts, we should just do all fawn donuts. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to see fawn against this palette. See that? It's kind of light. So I'm wondering if we should take our fawn and our bark and trying to make like just a shade darker of fawn. Maybe we'll play around with mixing colors. That way we'll have all the same donut bases, and then we can just play with icings. We could have different flavors of icing on top of our donut. What do you think of that? Okay, Michelle. So I'm gonna take my, let's see what we have here. So what we are using is Chalkology Chalk Paste, and we're going to open this up. We want our Chalkology Chalk Paste to be, ooh, this is beautiful, the consistency of sour cream or yogurt, which this is perfect. And I think since there's such a little tiny bit, and since we have a whole new jar ready to go, I'm just going to mix my color in here and use this up on our donuts, okay? And what I'm going to do, hopefully I don't mess it up by adding too much, I have bark. And I'm going to open this up and give this a little stir. And then I'm so unprepared I'm going to grab, where are you? To grab a multi-tool to stir with. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. So last night I asked you guys to guess how long it would take my husband to find the kitchen conversions. And the answer would be 15 minutes. He found it looking for a bowl. He thought it was really cool, so I was happy with that. So what I want to do tonight that I thought would be fun, because I still have some of these. I never did things to get rid of all of these face masks. If you got one of these face masks in the mail for me, please comment here and tell us what you thought. So I thought a fun giveaway during this video, if you're watching, whether it's the replay or it's live, I want you to guess right now before we start how many squeegees you think we're going to use tonight, and then we will count them, and whoever wins, whoever guesses the number will win one of those face masks, because those have got to go out. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of my bark, just a dab, and I want to put it in this jar. Yeah. And then I'm going to stir this up. I just want a little shade darker so that we could see our donut on the board. And I am worried that it's so light, we're not going to be able to see it. Let's do a little bit more on here. How many squeegees are you guessing I will use tonight? And I have no problems using as many as I can, because why not? All right, I'm just going to stir this. That we're just mixing a new paste color. Mixing a new paste color. 6, Ashley says. I'm gonna add more. I feel like I'm being too shy with my color here. Courtney says 8. And then we're gonna mix this in here. Mix, mix, mix. Mixing a new color. We're getting a little darker here. Let's see how it looks on the board. Ooh, yeah. I don't want to go too dark, because then we're going to have all chocolate donuts. And chocolate is not my favorite donut. Let's see. I am going to just add a little bit more. I have a bucket of water down by my feet, and that bucket is where I'm throwing my stir sticks and my squeegees, so I'll be able to count them. What do you guys think of this color here compared to the board? I think it's turning into a nice doughy donut color. I'm gonna add a little bit more, but I kind of threw my stir stick. Maybe we should have counted stir sticks. But they're all washable and reusable, so that's cool. There we go. I'm gonna move my bark over. All right, what do you think of that? I think this is perfect donut. Perfect donut. All right, so I'm gonna leave this up here just so I know for my spacing of where we're gonna go. I'm gonna move these donut pieces, and I'm gonna peel off my donut and stick it on my fuzzing cloth. Now this is our reusable silkscreen transfer that has, hi Brooke, it has an adhesive backing. So we want that adhesive backing to not be so sticky. We don't want it to be as sticky, because if it is, there's a big chance that our transfer will stretch when we take it off. Or there's a good chance that depending on what surface you're using, it could damage it from all of the adhesive. And right today we're doing layers. So we want thin layers, and we want it not too sticky, because we don't want to put our icing on top, and when we peel the icing on top, we take away from our donut, right? So I'm just fuzzing this really good. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth, then you can use a clean towel. You just want a little bit of fuzz on there. And then I'm gonna start, how should we do this? Should I go do? I think we could put a lot of donuts on here. I think we can. Now this transfer has a lot of screen space. So we really wanna make sure that we have the air bubbles out. And that's really tricky sometimes when you have so much space, because there's a lot of area that air bubbles can pop in. So I am just smoothing it. And you can even take a little squeegee and you can check it for bubbles. You'll hear it if you have bubbles. And you just want to make sure you don't have anything trapped in there. And again, I'm not going to chalk these registration marks because we are chalking on wood tonight. Oh, thanks, Brooke. Brooke, that's so nice of you. Okay, so I love video shares, and I always do a wheel decide on everybody that shares these videos, and they do win a prize. Okay, so we have this. I'm gonna put as many donuts that will fit. I'm just gonna do a couple across the board, and then we're gonna decorate them. So I'm gonna take my stir stick with my Chalkology Chalk Paste, and I'm going to, let me give you an example. I'm gonna show you guys because we've never really done this before. So let me show you guys something here. This is our washi placement tape. It has little tick marks on it. And I'm gonna put it underneath the registration marks because I don't feel like I've ever showed you guys properly how to do registration marks. Hi, Carol. Hey, Carol. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are chalking some donuts. Let's see. So we'll see if this works. I can't tell if I'm putting it on a good part of the tape. You guys, if you've watched my videos before, know that I don't have good lighting. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna take this new color we made. I'm gonna call it Donut. I'm gonna call it Donut. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my small squeegee ready because we're gonna try to use this transfer, hi Sherry, a couple times before we put it in the water bucket. So I'm gonna put some on there. I'm gonna take my small squeegee and we are just going to squeegee our chalk paste thinly over the silkscreen area. Yeah? There we go. I think this was a nice donut color. We'll see. And you want to try to not be too thick because this is a palette. There's a gap there. And if you have a big gap in your palette, it's going to kind of seep in between the wood. So this is one of my favorite Couture surfaces. And then I forgot about the registration marks. So then I'm going to do the little registration marks because they're on placement tape. It's not on the wood. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. So we have our registration marks on the tape. I'm going to keep my squeegee there, and then we're going to peel. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't make it long enough, so that registration washi tape is on the back of the transfer right now, which is okay because we already have one there, so that's good enough. I'm just going to take that one off. And then I'm just going to keep on going, and I'm going to put more donuts on. I'm going to go ahead and dry this one. Thank you, Carol. I'm going to go ahead and dry this. You want to make sure these get really dry because when we layer them, isn't that a good donut color? I can almost taste this donut. Let's see. You know what? I want to use a registration mark, but I feel like that's in my way. And I want a lot of donuts on here. So we're just going to save registration marks for another day. Yeah? So I'm going to come, that is now pretty dry. I'm going to come up here and put a donut. And I want to kind of tap it down now because some paste could come through because we have some paste on here to the other side. But we still want to make sure that we don't have any air bubbles on here. Okay. I see a little air bubble in there. And I'm just going to burp it out. I'm going to take a squeegee just to check and try to get some of that air out. Okay. Perfect.
You can't leave my iPad down here.
What, baby?
You can't leave my iPad.
Well, you're not allowed to be on your iPad right now, remember?
I won't. I'm just taking it out. Can I say hi?
Sure.
Can I tell them that I do videos now?
Oh, you do videos now?
Uh-huh.
What kind of videos do you do?
Guys, I do Twitch videos
Hmm.
on Fortnite and Apex.
Okay, as we're making donuts here.
I want a donut.
You love donuts. Mommy used to love donuts.
Hola, adios.
Hola, adios. All right.
Hola, Sandora. Hola, Sandora. Hola,
So we're going to peel
Sandora.
this donut off now.
Hola,
Very carefully.
Sandora.
Yay.
Hola, Sandora.
And dry this. You can usually get a few uses before the chalk paste, ooh, upside down, before the chalk paste really dries on here and you have to wash it before you can use it again. So I may be pressing my luck here, but I'm feeling kind of lucky today. I have my friends here with me making donuts with me, so we're going to press our luck here. And I'm just kind of pressing down, not trying to smear much because I want to make sure. And if I notice that for some chance, if I notice by some chance that I didn't get a great transfer because some of the chalk paste is drying on the silk screen, I will just wash it and then layer it over top and do it again. So it's okay. Sometimes we press our luck, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the good thing with Chalk Couture is there's always a fix for it. So it's for any craft level. Like, I think I'm going to push my luck doing the fourth one, but I'm a gambler. I said bye, little man. I'm a gambler, and, ooh, I think I saw an air bubble in this one. But the good news is, if there's an air bubble in this, as long as we can smooth it down, I don't think it's the end of the world because there is going to be sprinkles and icing on top. So I'm hoping as long as we can get it thin enough, it won't be an issue. It's when you have a thick layer on the bottom and you try to layer that it gets a little iffy. It is, Ashley, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of beautiful, gorgeous colors, but if, yay, donut number 3. If we don't have a color that you love, make it. You just make it. Brooke is getting hungry. These are, you can see how I have a little darker spot right there. And I'm not quite sure what that's, oh, it's just maybe because it's like a burnt donut. So we have that, and I think I'm going to use my donut, and I'm going to make one that's kind of poking through right here. Let me dry it a little bit more. Let's see if we can at least get another half donut. Let's see if we can get another half donut in here. I think we were thinking the same thing. Carol likes plain cake donuts. Maybe we'll leave one for Carol on here plain. All right, so let's get our hole in there. our little donut hole. We're gonna go off the edge here. I feel like we could make even more on here, but let's see. Let us see. Sometimes you need to know when to hold them. What? Know when to fold them, right? You guys are gonna have me singing on here. Can't see any comments. So right now I'm just kind of tapping down on that hole and tapping down on here, trying to ward off air bubbles because now we've already done 3. So pressing our luck is not as easy now. Like, I feel like we're gonna stop here and wash it real quick, okay? What is Sherry's idea? Yes, we're definitely gonna do a half a donut, absolutely. But I'm gonna show you guys how easy this is. So I'm gonna show you guys, here is my bucket of water with my little used, and I'm just gonna take my board eraser, and I have so much paste because we've done 3 donuts that I'm just wiping lightly my donut with my board eraser. And 2 or 3 is really good, a good run with the transfer before you have to wash it if you're doing the same color. So we're gonna wash it. I'm gonna put my water back on the floor. And I'm gonna grab another fuzzing cloth. The fuzzing cloth has 2 sides. The other side is smooth. And I like to put my transfers on the smooth side and just give my transfer a little dry. So do I, Brooke. So I'm going to put it in between that smooth side. It's not the terry cloth side. It's the very, very soft side. So it's good for wiping smudges off your board. But it's also, I grew up in San Antonio, Brooke, so I bust out in a country song at the drop of a hat. I can't say I grew up. I guess I just grew a little older. I have not grown up yet. I'm not going to fuzz this too much, so I'm not going to put it on the terry cloth side. I just want to make sure that it is dry, not wiped, dry, because our chalk paste is water soluble. So if there's any wetness on here and I put the chalk paste on here, it's going to start to go bye-bye, right? Right. Okay. There we go. All right. So we're good to go again. And I think now we might even be able to do some more donuts at the top. Let's see. Let's go back to what we were doing, and then we'll see if we can add any more up here as well. It's not as easy getting out all of the air bubbles when you're going off of the board. So we're going to just go like this and get those air bubbles out. I still can't believe that this transfer is on the last chance list because it is one of my all-time favorites. It was one of the exclusives, the monthly exclusive, but I don't ever want it to go away. This is going to be really hard to not have an air bubble on the end. So I think as long as we chalk it going down and very thin, we're going to be okay. All right. So some of the chalk paste dried on there. My nails, I do them myself, Courtney. Jamberry. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to put some of this on here, and let's cross our fingers and hope that we can get this donut without air. If you do have an air bubble, it's just going to give you a really thick appearance that's not going to lay well. I feel like we are doing good here. No air there. Okay, I'm just gonna put any excess off of my squeegee back into the jar. So, and I'm gonna just try to thin this out as much as I can. and have a thin layer on there. Okay. And then I'm going to peel that. Yay! Oh, let me see. Oh, thanks, Brooke. All right, so I feel like maybe we can play around on these sides and get some donuts. Let's see. Let's see if this was placed here. Maybe we can put a donut. What do you guys think? Like going off the board here? There we go. And we won't be covering that D up. Let's pat it down. Let's try to get 2 more donuts out of this, yeah? Let's try. I didn't do a good job of wiping that paste off, so I'm just going to try to get some of it off that way. And Courtney, so do I. And I actually was a Jamberry consultant, and I quit when I started to love Chalk Couture, because I wanted to give all of my attention to Chalk Couture, and it was really hard. I did Jamberry for 3 years and I loved it, and I will only do something if I love it. And there were so many changes to the company at the you know what, I'm not sure, ladies, because I feel like this is too thick over here. So see, it went on the board. Oh, we should just do it then, right? Because it went on the board. Okay, let's try. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna try this. I was worried it was too thick, but it already went through. So let's just go through. I was gonna wash the transfer and then do another one, but I've been talking too much. So let's just do it. I've been talking too much. That's not like me. All right, so we're going to do very thin layer and go off the edge with this donut. I'm gonna make sure we have it off of the edge here, and we'll just keep that edge off on the other side as well. Okay. And we're gonna peel it off like so. Yay! Jamberry is a company that has vinyl adhesive nail wraps. So you can use a hair dryer to dry, go like that. I use this little crafting tool, and then we're gonna put this one like right here. Let's see. I never really plan these out very well, do I? Here. Okay. Okay. I think I really pushed my luck this time, but I think we're gonna be okay. We're pressing our luck with how many uses. I'm a gambling girl, I'm not gonna lie. Are these donuts gonna be too close? I think so. Hold on. Hold on. Do not. We're gonna go right. I don't understand why you guys are at home and why you can't be here as my little assistants. Holding stuff down for me. Okay. Let's see. So, try to smooth it a little bit. Get those air bubbles out. And these transfers with a lot of silkscreen, if the lettering is on the donut, that should still, okay, good. Okay. Okay. One last donut for good measure. Trying to get this air bubble out. We're just gonna have to squeegee this way because that air is getting in. Okay, let's go back to our donut color we made together. we're going to spread it this way. Spread it this way. Making donuts. Okay. 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 I think I pushed my luck with this one, but it's gonna be okay. Is that going to hang in your kitchen? I don't know. I feel like this would be really good in my office because to me this is very motivational. Okay, I can't tell how that side looks. I'm gonna lift it up a little bit and peek. Oh, I need a little bit more. Need a little bit more. Okay. I think that's the best I'm gonna get. The paste has started to dry, so on the transfer and the silkscreen, let's peel it off. So we have some lighter spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and wash the transfer, dry that, and then just do one more layer on top. One more layer on top. I don't want that to be like the sale donut because it's like third day donut. We want all good donuts. I do my own nails also. I love nail polish. I have a whole entire rack of nail polish. I'm due to do my nails this week. And I just bought a new top and base coat that are my favorite that I haven't used in a while. Have you heard? I don't even know how to say it. I think it's called, to me it sounds like food, like ceviche or ceviche something. Secchiviti. I don't know how to say it. I used to get it from, I think Ulta, but I got it from Amazon because since I'm no longer a Jamberry consultant, I don't order a whole lot from them, and I didn't want to just place an order for a top coat for them. So this is my favorite fast drying top coat, and I will paint mine with lacquer because I love nail polish, nail lacquer also, and I love that top coat. Seche Vide. Does anybody paint their nails that uses that? I'm wondering. All right. So I'm going to keep that in there to dry, and let's just for good measure take out our little dryer here. I went from thinking we were going to do 3 donuts to like craziness. I gotta try to see if I can figure out which. I don't remember how I had it angled when I did this because the donut's not like complete round. There we go. That looks like it fits. Kind of like a little puzzle. So I'm just gonna put this back on. And the reason why it looked like that is because this is not a cutout hole. This has silkscreen. Can you see the glare off of the silkscreen? And if the chalk paste dries in the silkscreen, it doesn't stay on the board. It just lifts up with your silkscreen on the silkscreen. So I'm gonna just line this up here. Get those air bubbles out. I always say bubble is trouble. And you have to be really careful now because if it gets too thick underneath when we go to layer, you didn't miss much, Ashley. You just missed me washing a transfer. If we layer on too thick of a layer, because you're putting wet paste on top of dry paste, and the Chalkology paste is water soluble. When the wet paste hits it, it starts to dissolve it, and then it pulls off your board. And then you get sad, and then you blame me, and then I get sad. Okay, so let's do our last donut here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So I think this is going on great. Just making sure we're going to the end, trying to fill in any of those spots, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, take this off. You never would have known that we redid that. Okay. So now I'm done with this donut bottom, and I'm putting it in my bucket. I'm just going to dry this. Ooh, what did you guys do with your nails? Okay, so our options next. We have our icing, and we have icing, and then we have the swirly cue, and then we have little sprinkles and whatnot. So this is also going to be interesting. I did not put this into consideration when we were doing this live, that if we're doing different colored frostings on here, unless we want them all to be strawberry, or maybe we'll just do, you guys can give me some ideas of what you want to do, because I'm going to have to wash it in between. Yeah. Oh, what are we up to? 3 squeegees, I think. All right. So I heard earlier strawberry. So we have peony. It depends on how much strawberry you like. We have peony, Couture coral. Oh, raisin. Raisin the bar. Oh, it must be OPI if it has a name like that. Let's see. Look at all these different shades we could have. So we can do raspberry sorbet. We could do, what is this? Wild berry, donut. Those are the colors that I like for that. So I know that earlier, was it you, Courtney, said that you wanted pink lettering. So should we have these all strawberry donuts? Oh no. Now if we swirl, do you put strawberry with a white swirl? I don't need donuts. So 3 strawberry, 3 chocolate. You guys have to help me out. So I'm going to go ahead and take my icing, and I'm going to place it on my fuzzing mat. Again, we are fuzzing to protect our transfer from stretching because it is adhesive backed, and also to protect our first layer. Now some people, maybe I have one to show you guys. At this point, they will wax their layer, which I don't know if I have any wax immediately. Right here, let's see. I do. Maybe we'll do one and I'll show you. Maybe I should do them all. But this is our Chalkology paste wax. Now, this is what you can use to wax wood surfaces before. But what some people also do, see, it's kind of like a chapstick, is after the first layer is dry and they're going to layer, they will actually take this and they will wax it, which I've never done before. Maybe we'll try one. I'm wondering if I should redo this donut because I didn't realize that, no, it's perfect. I don't want it to be too perfect, right? They'll actually wax on top. Let's just try this. They'll wax on top like this to protect that layer. Ooh, I actually like the look that it gives. Now I see why people do it. And it makes it so that it doesn't stick. Ooh. So that's how people don't have mistakes. So they will, we'll just put this as an icing first. they'll just wax over their first layer. And what they say is that it will prevent your chalk paste from lifting up. We'll just put a thin layer on. Let's try this theory. But it will prevent any of it lifting up. So who am I to judge them for doing this? We'll just try it ourselves. Always like trying something new. Hope my light makes it through this. Let's see. I really thought we're gonna be like 2 donuts and done, but I'm having a good time, and my husband is at work, and who knows what my kid's doing. He's definitely probably not doing what he's supposed to do, but I need him to stay awake so that my husband can crank his expander, because I am not an expander cranker. He let me do it once, and I think I did a good job, but I'm definitely not, I'm not into that. I would much rather be at the women's doctor any day than at the dentist. Let's see. So I'm just doing light, and I'm just gonna wipe it off. One more here. That's okay, Brooke. I've just been running my mouth. You didn't miss anything, girl. I was just talking about how this was gonna be a quick video, and it's not. I'm having fun. All right, so what I'll even do is I might take my smooth side of my fuzzing cloth. Yes, Brooke, this is called Chalkology Paste Wax, and you need to wax any surface that is chalk and that is not chalk couture, because you can see on this one here, there's ghosting on this board. This was not waxed, and it is not chalk couture. It is a different chalkboard just from the hobby store. Can you see that? You can see the camper used to be on there. If you use wax on the board, now you can either use that or min wax. It doesn't have to be chalk couture brand wax. Then you will not get the ghosting, and when you erase your projects, you won't see what used to be there. It'll be just a clean slate, which is what we want. So I've also read from a lot of people in my groups that if you wax in between layers, there's less chance that you might pull up some of your layers. So we're just gonna try it. I've never done it before. So I'm gonna really, I call it super fuzz the next layer, because we really do not want it to pull up. So remember when I told you that our Chalkology Chalk Paste is water soluble? Well, if you add something wet on top of something water soluble, it will start to dissolve. And when you go to peel up your transfer, even if your transfer is not sticky, if it's wet enough, it is going to pull off your color. So I guess the concept here is if you have something in between that's not water soluble, you won't have a chance of pulling it up, right? So I think last I read is that we're almost at an hour, I think, here, people. You went 3 strawberry, right, and 3 chocolate. So I'm just going to line this up. If it was on chalkboard, I would be able to use my registration marks, right? But we did not use chalk. We're using wood, and we're just going to guesstimate where it's going to go. So I'm going to make this one a strawberry donut. Did somebody give me a color? Raspberry sorbet. Yeah. I'm going to get out the raspberry sorbet, and we're just going to spot check it because we want it to be the consistency of sour cream and yogurt, and this is not. So what we want to do is we want to take some distilled water. I'm spraying it to the side because I don't want to squirt my donuts. I'm going to put some distilled water, and then I'm going to stir it up until it's the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. I haven't used raspberry sorbet in a while, so it needs a little bit of man-handling. Coral, Ashley? We can do coral on some. I have coral right here. I'm just going to have to wash the layer in between. Okay. So I'm just going to try to make sure. You also don't want to leave the stickiness on your donut for too long, because the stickiness can pull up. But hopefully now that we've waxed it, I'm going to see what people are talking about. So we have a good consistency. I'm going to take one of my mini squeegees and load it up with some chalk paste, and we're just going to go over it. Make our little donut. Hey, Trace. We're having some dessert here tonight. All right, so I'm going to put the excess back in the jar. Yeah, excess back in the jar. I'm going to lift carefully and slowly. And we have a strawberry donut. So you don't see a whole lot of the donut underneath. So maybe, just maybe, we could keep one. Let's see. Do that one. I'm going to grab my water over here, and then we're just going to use our board eraser. I'm going to hang this transfer off the edge. I'm going to wash this one in here. Try not to splash all over my project. I'm washing the front and the back. I have a little fold in my transfer that I was going to try to undo while we're here. And then I'm going to put it in between my fuzzing cloth. Courtney wants to be here all night. There's another squeegee in the bucket. There we go. And then we're drying this on the smooth side. Drying both sides. Ashley, I use a lot of squeegees. You can never have enough squeegees. I feel like you can never have enough squeegees, and you can never have enough board erasers. All right. Let's bring this back. Making sure this is dry. And then this one has that little dark spot on it, so I'm trying to line it up where the icing is going to actually cover it. Let's see if that one will, like that. There we go. I think it'll cover most of it, if not all of it. I have no problem chalking all night long, so you guys can help me like do a million donuts. This is what I'm happy doing. This is my stress relief. This is my outlet. This is why I chalk. All right, so I have my Couture coral, and we're just going to make sure that it is the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. Not too bad. I do want to give it just a little squirts in there. Stir it here. And then I'm going to take a mini squeegee and load it up with some Couture coral. And then we're going to... I love that these transfers are reusable. Can you imagine if this was just straight vinyl? We would have just like one donut, and we would have to cut the vinyl for every single piece. This is so much better. There we go. And then I just want a thin layer because we also have one more layer on top of the icing, remember. So we're going to make this as thin as we can. And any excess that we have is going to go right back into the jar. Make sure, then the light pink. Courtney, now you're being a little insane, girlfriend. So, oh, see that? Do you see that? So I did have a little pull up there from that, but that is okay. I'm gonna put that in there. Ooh, I brought down some Q-tips, but I used them. So I'm gonna take my little stir stick and I'm gonna try to just patch that a little bit with my stir stick. Ta-da! And if I had a Q-tip, it would look a little better. I must not have gotten my wax there. Ta-da! Perfect. I'm just gonna make it a little thinner. I'm gonna pat it, make it a little thinner. Make it a little thinner. I'm gonna dry it. I'm gonna put those in there. I do think I'm gonna do 3 that are chocolate because if not, we may be chalking into midnight. So I am gonna move my board and wash the icing again in here. We are not doing 3 different shades of brown for chocolate, sorry. All right, so we have this icing layer in here. Which color, Ashley? And then we're gonna dry this in my towel. The Couture Coral. Just gonna dry, dry, dry. Dry, dry, dry. Now, if you're washing your transfer over and over and you notice it's not as sticky anymore, you can reactivate your stickiness by using some disinfectant wipes. That's just a tip. Mine was a new transfer tonight, so it's still plenty sticky. So I'm not going to wipe it unless I have to. Okay. Just making sure it's dry. Dry, dry, dry. Okay. Dry, dry, dry. You can even fuzz these on your pants if you wanted to. So then we're just going to come... It's a little too sticky, I think, so I may have to fuzz it. A little too sticky. Now the raspberry sorbet is one of our another squeegee is one of our in vogue colors, so that color is only good for this catalog. I was trying to have you do 3 of the same brown and 3 of the same pink. Okay. I should have paid attention to the directions I was putting these on, but I did not. So we're gonna try this one, and we want to not, it's kind of hard with the donut because you don't want to go so hard with the pressure that you pull up on the color when you chalk, but you also need to get all of the air bubbles out. So, but do not give up and just work with it. Oh my God, if my husband heard that laugh, he would kick me out of the house. Okay, so I have it down lightly. We have our peony, Sherry. I'm just gonna, again, stir it up. Make sure it's the right consistency. I can't believe the life of my little light is so low, but not really. We've been at this for like an hour, right? For some donuts. I love you guys. Oh, thank you, Brooke. Oh, can you guys even see it? There we go. I'm just stirring up my peony because it needed a little distilled water to make sure that it becomes like Greek yogurt or sour cream. What time is it? I'm surprised my husband's not home. He got really stuck at work late tonight. Yay, we can chalk. Okay. We started watching this show on Netflix that is amazing. Does anybody here watch Dead to Me? Do you guys watch that? The funny thing is, you know, I just got off my 7 days of work, and I think we try to watch the same episode the last several nights, and I've fallen asleep every single night. So I'm going to grab another mini squeegee. I'm going to dip it in my peony. I love this color. Love, love, love this peony. And then I'm just going to lightly go over. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure. We just want it to be... I should have tried to do a donut that looked like it had a bite taken out of it, right? That'd have been hysterical. Everybody's gonna stare at me because I'm the chubby girl here. All right. So I try to do it nice and lightly, and then we're going to try to peel very slowly and carefully. Yay! What a pretty donut! What a pretty donut! Let's see it so far. Yay! Ooh, I see some paste up here that I don't know how it got there. Well, good, it came right off. Perfect. I don't even know where that came from. So now we're going to move on to chocolate. That's my favorite kind of donut is chocolate. I like the glazed donut with chocolate frosting, but being that I have celiac, I never get donuts. Okay. All right, so I just washed it again. We should have counted to see how many times we've used this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I guess that's not very hard, huh? So we're just gonna dry this here. And we're gonna close these up. What I like to do is take my stir stick and get all of the paste off of the sides. Give it a little squirt squirt to keep the moisture in, and then shut it up. We're probably gonna need some of these though for our sprinkles. We still have sprinkles to do, people. All right. So, oh, my hair's in there. Okay. Just gonna dry that a little bit. I am loving this. Blueberry cake with glaze. I didn't even know they made blueberry cake donuts. I didn't even know. We could have made a blue one. I had no idea. You hate chocolate. Like chocolate everything or just chocolate donuts? My gosh, I don't... Sometimes you think you know a person, huh? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my bark, which is on its last. We're going to have to go to our reserves. Is that bark? Wow, it almost had like a maroon color. Okay, I went to our stash because look at this. This is like completely empty. I don't even know. I guess I still kept it out, so it reminded me that I had to replace it. So I'm just going to take one of my stir sticks and I'm going to pop it open, I thought. I'm going to use my scissors here. They're supposed to put little lift tabs on these soon, but I haven't gotten any yet that had the tab. Let's get out this chocolate. And we're going to just stir this up. I'm trying not to get my fingers too chocolatey. Stir this up. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to come to, I'm fuzzing my, and we should be able to ice these 3 donuts without washing again. So let's see. I'm just going to start up here. I'm trying to figure out where I would likely lay my elbow. I'm trying to figure out which direction we're going. I'm gonna go nice and lightly on here. Nice and lightly. I'm gonna take another little mini squeegee, and then we're going to lightly put some lovely chocolate on here. This is like the perfect chocolate color also. Get those edges. And like I said, if you guys have not had a chance on my VIP page, Chalkaholics, I put a flash sale up, so there's a lot. They would be a lift tab. There's a lot of good deals on in my VIP group right now. There we go. Lift chocolate. Oh, that is fantastic. And then we're going to come over here and try to find. I'm just going to lightly pat it down because that dark color could get on my board. And then, whoop, 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 oh no, hold up, hold up. We were not down enough. I thought I had enough elbow grease on there and I did not. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to lightly chocolatize my donut. There we go. I really thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight this long. I mean, you guys are in it to win it tonight. Let me see. Okay. Just trying to make it as thin as I can because I think for the chocolate ones I want the swirl in like vanilla, like the marble donuts you see at DD. And we're just gonna lift it off nice and calmly. Yay! One more, guys. One more. There we go. Okay. Nice and lightly. Hope that is not going to be a problem because it might be dry. If it is, we'll just have to wash the transfer and fill in, okay? No big deal. And I'm going to put my chocolate like this. I have a little air bubble there, so I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that it didn't make a big splash on there. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Just gonna go nice and slowly up. Ta-da! I love them all too. Let's do some drying here. This bark makes a great chocolate. And I love this board because I can always turn it around and chalk something on the other side. Okay. So that's our chocolate. There goes another squeegee. I'm just putting the squeegee in my bucket of water. I'm stirring it up. I'm gonna, I think, leave this out in case we want chocolate jimmies. I have not, Sherry. Have you done that one yet? Did you buy that? I'm gonna put my water down here so I don't. All right. So we did the strawberry ones first. So I'm going to go ahead and fuzz our sprinkles. For this one, I want some of my really small squeegees. We have to like pick some colors for these. You guys want to use peacock? Since Sherry's talking about peacock, I have seen the peacock done several times, Sherry. It is amazing. It really is amazing. Just going to. I feel like that waxing actually did a good job, but I don't know what I did with the wax. Let me see. I've never done this technique before, but I like it. Let's see. I'm just putting some of this on there. Am I shaking you guys up a lot? Oh, that might have to be your next order, Sherry. Just putting wax. We'll just do one just because I want to see if it looks any different than the others. There we go. Waxing right now. We'll wax on this one because this one I missed that wax and then we had that little space. So I am just, now when you wax a full board and not just doing layers, they do recommend that after you wax, you wait 24 hours before chalking on it. But if you're going in between layers, you don't have to wait that long because you really just want a barrier. You're not doing anything else. I've never actually seen anybody do this. And I watch a lot of chalk videos. I have a little drive to work. It's about 45 minutes. 42 on a good day, 47 if I'm behind a lot of tractors. It's all back roads. I don't go on a highway or anything. So I watch and listen to other people's videos to try to get tips and ideas sometimes. And I've never seen this. But we're doing it, and I'm liking it. All right. I love the smell of it also. It has a really nice scent to the wax. And Minwax, which is the other wax I use for the board, does not have a nice scent to it. But it works really well for big projects. Okay. We just want to make sure that you have enough and that it's dry. I'm going to use my other side of my board eraser just to get off any excess. Sorry for the earthquake. I've tried to move my camera further away, but then I can't see you guys. Okay, it's hard work. It's hard work. All right. Brooke, have you chalked before? Are you new to chalking? Let me see. All right, so I'm super fuzzing my last layer here because I definitely do not want, let me see. So we have our swirls and we have our sprinkles. The sprinkles, maybe we'll just do one with sprinkles and the rest with swirls because I feel like now we're really going over in time. I don't know. What do you guys think? Now, this would be really helpful if I had registration marks and I had some light, which I don't have either. But I can kind of see the donut hole through the transfer. So I'm just going to lightly go like that. And I'm going to grab cherry blossom for the little hearts. And I'm thinking like maybe grape soda or like Johnson's Paste Wax. Maybe a purple. What would go good with that? And can't find my colors. have my bright white. I'm going to stir that up a little bit. We have such tiny, tiny sprinkles here, but I'm thinking I like these colors. Purple. And this is cherry blossom that I need to squirt. Let's really need some moisturizing. I haven't used the Johnson's paste wax, but I do use the Min wax and I do like it. And it's a big container compared. White sprinkles, purple would blend in too much. Okay. So maybe we'll use the cherry blossom for the tiny hearts and then do, well, we have 3 different kinds of sprinkles. We have heart and we have the long jimmies and then we have, God, this is squirting funny. We have the little circles. All right, so what I'm going to do is I think I might actually use the stir stick to do the little hearts, but there's so many elements on here and I want to get them down before they dry in the screen, right? So I may put them on a little thick. And we only have 4 hearts. Maybe we'll save that. We have our bright white here. You want all the little sprinkles to all be white, Sherry? Because we can do that. That'd be easier. I just need to, I must have a clog in that one. Let's see. So I'm going to take my multi-tool and I'm just going to dip it a little bit in the white. And Sherry wants white sprinkles, so we will do white sprinkles. I'm going to do the little hearts in cherry blossom. Okay. So I'm going to leave the hearts out and just get And I think that the really, really light color of the cherry blossom will look good on those. And I'm just going to use my stir stick as a little squeegee and try not to scratch my silkscreen with it and try not to put it on too thick. There we go. Got a little bit much on there, so I'm gonna go like this. Hey, Christine! Happy birthday! Can everybody say happy birthday, Christine? It is her birthday. Okay, so we have white and pink. Let's see how it turned out. I just want to peel slowly because this is our 3rd layer. You really can't tell of the cherry blossom. Oh, that's adorable. That is adorable. That's adorable. I can't decide if I want to do another one like that or not. Well, I can't, it's so thick on there. So if we do want to use this one again, we will have to wash it anyway. So I'm just going to do that real quick while we tell Christine happy birthday. And then I'm drying. Put this aside so you can see what I'm doing. You can't even really tell from far away that white and the cherry blossom because they're so close in color. As you can see, they're pretty close in color. I do want some teal sprinkles, I think. So maybe the next one we'll do like teal. I'm fuzzing it now. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Do you guys see how easy it is to wash and then keep going? Okay. I'm gonna move those out of the way. And then now it's totally dark in here that I cannot see the donut hole now. So I'm gonna have to guess and hope, there we go, that the sprinkles are all on the donut. There we go. I'm gonna pull out my Couture teal now. Teal and grape soda, your favorite. Okay. So we have our teal and we have grape soda then, girl. All right. Put that squeegee counts. The multi-tools counts as a squeegee. So, oh, you want it on a chocolate donut. I'm gonna do swirls on the chocolate, I think, because my husband is now in the building and he's gonna be like, what are you doing? He hasn't seen me all week. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna do the teal. The teal is hard to see sometimes when you're doing it because the background of the transfer is teal. So there we go. This project may be taking forever, but I am loving it. All right, so we have our teal, and then we have these little purple hearts. My son is developing a cough that's gotten worse since he's been home from school. Purple and teal. Okay. One more of these, and then we're smooth sailing. We just have our swirls on the chocolate and our title. Forgot about our title. So start thinking about color choices for the title. We can do an ombre or we can do a hot mess. Ugh. I dropped my drying towel. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and dry this on here. It's so dark in here right now. What colors? Bye, Ashley. I will be posting the finished project. Thanks for hanging in for this long. This one was a doozy. This one was a doozy. We have one vote for hot mess and we have one vote for ombre. We need some tiebreakers. Buzzing really good. Put this on lightly. I'm almost done, babe. Did you get crankied?
Yes, I want to help a little bit. If my pajama shirt will ever dry, I want to do a donut.
Oh, well, we're done with the donuts. I'm just putting sprinkles on top.
I want to put sprinkles.
I really like peacock, and it is not open. What?
I can't see
That's
my
where I
boobies.
go upstairs. If you're gonna talk like that.
I won't.
Okay.
Yeah, Pikachu.
You should have been in bed like 2 hours ago, bud.
No one. 2 hours ago was 7.
Do you know what that's called? That's called talking back.
Oh wait, is it 10 o'clock now?
Yes. And if you talk back, that means you're not going to be able to go tomorrow with your friends. Stop touching it. Thank you. Goodbye.
So 2 hours ago was 8:04.
Okay. I don't want to use a different squeegee because we're counting how many we're using. Oh, here we go. As I go upstairs, it's time to be in bed. I only let you stay up because Daddy wasn't home yet. We're going to use peacock.
I wanted to wait for Daddy.
I know, but Daddy is home now, so you're not waiting anymore. I love you.
Hi guys.
You can take cough medicine if you want.
I'm sick.
You're not sick, bud.
I have to cough.
Okay, well, I guess that means you can't go play with your friends tomorrow.
I can, I can't go to school.
Okay. So I just did a little bit of peacock. And we're going to use our cherry blossom again. Because I love it. Okay. All right. Last sprinkle one. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So we have our little swirl here that we're going to try to finish this up. I hate rushing at the end when we put so much time into it, but we still have. Do you guys want a light pink with a cherry blossom swirl or white with the swirl? Looks like I can stick around. So I have an ombre, teal and purple. Teal and purple. So I have 2 votes for ombre and 1 for hot mess. I'm super fuzzing these sprinkles. I think I'm going to use cherry blossom instead of white for these. Thank you, Brooke. I'm sure I've missed some comments along the ways, but I will catch up later. Okay. All right, so we're just going to put this. I do have to give a little guesstimate because I cannot see. No, hot mess at the beginning. We decided, oh, she's getting angry. She's like yelling. She's yelling. What colors did we decide, Courtney, in the beginning? Because it's been 1 hour and 33 minutes and I don't remember. What did we decide in the beginning? Let me know. I'm just stirring this up. It's been open for a little while. And do we have one that's this color, this size? No. I'm going to take another little mini squeegee. And we're going to make our swirl and cherry blossom on all 3 of these chocolates. Just doing a nice thin layer. Taking off the excess. I had no idea we were going to be working on this so long. Nice and slow peel. Beautiful. The swirls are my favorite. I will say that. I like the swirls more than I like sprinkles. I cannot see. I'm trying to guess where this is going. I really cannot see it. So, oh, I dropped my little squeegee inside the jar. Okay. I do agree that the title should not be purple. That I agree with. Let me see. I guess I get a final vote since I can't wash this off and it's going in my office. I trump all. Okay. Nice and slow peel. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. One more to go. Oh. Okay. Let's see if we got this. They are a good contrast. I do agree with the contrast. But I do see an overall pinkiness of this theme. And even though I'm not a pinky person, I do agree that Hot Mess in the pinks would probably look really good on this. Dun, dun, dun. I don't, I just don't think purple and teal would. I agree, Courtney. I agree. Okay. So there's our swirls. Ooh, I need a paper towel. I'm moving around very funny because I am hurting from my jog today. There's no light in here whatsoever. All right. So last part, let me move some of these. I wonder what number squeegee. Is anybody counting? I'll count out of the bucket. Hi, honey.
Are you eating?
Yeah, I'm eating. I just haven't cooked.
I was asking so I know what to cook.
I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock with Kim. We're gonna go ahead and
Guess you didn't get my message.
my phone's being used. Why? What does your message say?
Take the steaks out of the fridge.
Oh, sorry. But I've been baking. Look. I've been baking. You wanna look?
So you're making the donuts.
I'm making donuts. You're welcome.
Thanks. Can't wait to taste them.
All right. So let's get this on here because I'm in trouble. Fuzz our title. I can't believe we're almost done. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Okay. So we're going to let me look at the spacing here. How does that look? I should have voted my original number. Let's see. I can't tell where we're at here. Where's the bottom of this chocolate guy? Oh, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna smooth this on. And I think because it is small like this, that Hot Mess is gonna be better than an ombre to show on something that's skinny and long like this. So let's go ahead and grab our raspberry sorbet, our Couture coral, and I think cherry blossom's gonna be too light. We could go even darker and do currant jam. We did not use that color on here. Hey, Kim. So, thanks, Kim. I don't think you sounded mean, Courtney, but you made a good point. or we can put some guava. I don't think guava is in our palette. Why don't we do this darker currant jam? I don't want it too light. We can do currant jam, coral, and that. What do you think of these three colors as a hot mess? What do you think? There's another squeegee. Kim, I've had people guess how many squeegees I'm going to use tonight, so it's going to be interesting to count all of these. I'm going to close up some of these jars because they've been open. What is the pink next to purple? Hold on. The pink next to purple, where? Where's the purple? Did I already move the purple? Shoot. You like those? We'll use these. I think the cherry blossom is definitely too light in color because the board is that whitewash. I'm just closing up these open jars. This is the color we made tonight. I'm going to keep that because we have some left. And then up here hiding, I'm making sure I got all the squeegees out of them too. Stir stick. Oh, here's a hidden squeegee in the teal. And then our bark, will close that. Okay. So we have raspberry sorbet, which should be ready to go because we just used it. This is our white. Like I said, I like to stir around the rim and then give some squirts and close it up to keep that moisture in there. All of these we used. The only one we didn't use was this currant jam, but I love this color. It's one of my favorites. It is darker, but I think with the brown on here, this is going to look beautiful. Yeah. So to do hot mess, if you've never done hot mess with me before, I'm going to put little stir sticks in. I ran out of my, oh no, I don't. Here we go. I was going to say I ran out of my Couture ones. I already dirtied these up, so that's okay. Stir them up. To do hot mess, it's just that. We're going to make a little hot mess. So I'm going to take each color, and you will have some waste with this method, but we're going to just dab on here. Try not to drip it like I've done in the past. And we're going to just put them in different spots along the board in each color. And it shouldn't dry too fast because these are little thicker globs. I love hot mess. It's my favorite. I haven't used this currant jam in a while, and it is one of my favorites. I keep turning my computer back on, trying to get any lick of light more than I already have. Yeah. I'm just gonna go like this. And then if I see any spots that I want to fill in, I can pick some and fill in. I was going for a little darker, and I think it's good. I think if I put some of the cherry blossom, it's not going to look how I want it to. Isn't it sad that my husband's getting home at 10 o'clock, and because I've been chalking for the last hour and 44 minutes, he's going to cook for me after he worked. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my squeegees. Let's see. If you guys can see, I'll put it down here where I think the light is. And then I like to do like almost a little swirly method here, like this. And kind of, because if you go straight across, you don't get like a marbled look. You could get almost like your own little ombre. So I like to go in different parts like that. And then I'm gonna wipe the excess off so it's not super thick. But I like when you swirl it a little bit as opposed to just going straight. That's just my own personal preference, because honestly, you cannot mess up hot mess because it's hot mess. This is a pretty color that it made actually too. I'm just getting off the excess. And I will comment on the video and let you guys know how many squeegees we used. But I definitely think we undershot. Okay. So that squeegee is in the bucket. Are you ready for the final? We're gonna take it from the side here. Oh my gosh, this turned out so good. Oh my gosh. Love these colors on here. It looks perfect with the donuts. I don't think you can appreciate it unless you can zoom in. And that was actually something I was going to do while I was on the toilet today, is look up how to zoom on here, because you can. I just don't know how. Let me see. I'm putting this in my bucket. I'm going to dry it and I'm going to show you. It looks really good. Okay. Ready? Thank you guys. It's been almost 2 hours in the making. This is my longest video ever. Here we go. Make sure my hands aren't. Look at this. Can you guys see the marbling? I'm going to try to hold it really close. You guys can see the do not give up marbling. And then we have our donuts. I am in love. Good night, Courtney. Look at this. I think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic. So for those of you that shared, thank you very much. If you would like to also recreate, here's the quick version. Here's the quick version that I use as my sample. And here is the hour and 47-minute and 28-second version. Yeah, I will take a picture on here. And again, if you are interested in becoming a designer, please comment here below and I will send you a message, or just send me a private message if you are interested in finding out more about Club Couture and how you can be in my club and have all the special perks. Then let me know as well. I'm in love. What do you guys think? I cannot wait to put this in my office. Thanks, Ashley. Good night, everyone.